Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday and happy first week of 2022. Can you believe it? It is January the 7th, and we are 1 week in. And as I was working out this morning, I was reflecting on how is my week going, how is everything doing, and what are my achievements and all that stuff. And I wanted to share something with you guys that I feel that I hopefully helps you guys, because it has helped me tremendously the last 5 days. And that is keeping track of what you're doing and keeping track, or noticing, I should say, of what you're not doing, right? Because you don't track really what you're not doing, but we should, okay? So anyhow, I have a journal. It doesn't matter what it is, okay? People asked me. I've always used the Passion Planner, but this year they didn't have the color that I wanted, and I was like, I don't know. I was like, no, I don't want anything other than this color. And I was able to find this. It's called the Legend Planner. It's almost the same. What it has, I told you guys I was going to show you, and I've kept forgetting. In the beginning of it, it has a lot of questions, okay? It has awareness and self-discovery, where you go in and answer some questions. The most important life questions, it has that as well. And then it has my journey, and this part is my favorite. It goes through what is your current situation, what is your vision, why you want it, and your strategy to get it, okay? And then it goes, so it has a lot of that. Has a vision and a mission. I'm still yet to do that one. I really want to meditate to do that. Hey, hello, good morning. Your skills, your habits. And I got to tell you something, okay? At the bottom of this, it asks you positive people to spend more time with, and I listed some people. The time for a new planner for me. And then it says the negative people to avoid. I want you to see what I wrote. Nothing. Okay? I wrote nothing. And you know why I wrote nothing? Because I don't have anybody negative that I need to avoid in my life, because I just don't I shouldn't say that. I don't surround myself with them. So I don't have people like that around me that I'm like, oh, I have to avoid this person. Part of that is because I have my own business, so I get to choose who I work with, right? But if you do have a job and you're around certain negative people, or in your family or whatever, okay, luckily I'm very blessed. I didn't write anybody. I was thinking, who do I need to avoid? And I was like, nobody, because I don't have them. Anyway, long story short, it goes through this whole thing, right? But here's what I want to show you, okay? So I go through my planner, for the month, and then here's my week, right? So on this, I wrote down what I wanted to. It has here my week priorities, my work-life balance. It has all these questions, but at the bottom over here, it has a checklist. It's a habit tracker. And I wrote down things that were going to be my habits for this week. And as I was checking off every day, or not checking off every day, it made me present to how important it is to keep track of what you're doing. Because as I was, for example, okay, I said I was going to do this one particular thing, and I haven't done it all week. So every time I go in here and put a big fat X, it makes me feel a certain way, right? And we're at the end of the week, okay? So I'm not going to say, okay, poo. But here's the thing. How many times do we wait until the end of the week? Till the end of the month, till the end of the year, to reflect back and be like, oh my gosh, I didn't accomplish this particular goal. So I'm going to encourage every single one of us, including myself, find something that you can track how you're doing. Find some way for you to say, okay, for example, there's certain things in my life that I am committed to shifting, okay? And it starts with me. I cannot shift people around me. I cannot, as much as we all wish we could influence, but change and impact and control and all that stuff, right? People around us, we just can't. So what I finally realized is that it starts with me. And I know that, but this year it hit differently, okay? So there's things that you know, but that you're not like it's not in your core, okay? So like, for example, that I have brown dark hair, right? But one day you look and you're like, holy cow, like my hair is really brown, right? It's like that kind of an awakening, right? That's what happened to me. I was like, I got to stop worrying about everybody else. I got to stop worrying about all these other things. And I just got to focus on me. I got to focus on me getting better. And let's just hope and cross our fingers that things around me will shift and alter. So I ask you, okay, are you keeping track? First of all, have you even sat down and wrote down what you want for this year? And don't be like me, where you're like, in the past, I've been like, well, I have it up here. No, you gotta write it down. There's something that happens when you gotta write it down. And if you can actually visualize it, it's even better, right? Number one, have you even sat down and written down your goals, okay? And if you have, great, awesome. Number two, have you made a plan on how you're going to accomplish those goals, okay? And if you don't know how to create a plan, reach out to somebody that has what you want and ask them, like, this is my goal, how can I accomplish it? This is my goal, how can I achieve it, okay? Number two, do you have a plan to accomplish it, okay? And number three, are you keeping track on a daily basis? Okay, are you keeping track on a daily basis? Are you reflecting on a weekly basis? And what's really cool about this planner thing is that it has a month reflector thing. So like, you can actually, after the month is over, right, you actually have these series of questions that you go through, okay? And these questions help you understand how you did or how you didn't do and all that other stuff, right? So I encourage you guys to do that. Number one, really sit down and write down your goals and find something that can guide you. I'll tell you one thing. This thing gave me questions that I was like, And there were some questions, like the one with the negative people, that I couldn't even answer because I was like, nope, right? Number two, create a plan. And if you don't know how, reach out to somebody who knows how, okay? And let me tell you something. Get your ego out of the way, okay? Get your ego out of the way, because the reality is that's not going to serve you. Get your ego, boom, put it out of the way and reach out to somebody, okay? And like I've told you in all my lives, if you're going to reach out, take the coaching, okay? Don't argue. Don't fight it. You might not agree. Shut and just listen, okay? And then, so number two is get a plan, okay? If you don't, find somebody who can help you with that. And number three, track it. Like, track how you're doing, right? So like, for example, every Sunday, I am committed to writing down what is my plan for the week. And like I said, this planner helps me like check off, did I do those things or not? And also every night before I go to sleep, I look, or like today, I didn't do it last night. So this morning I got here to the club and I was like, okay, what's my plan for today? Right? And then I looked to the left over here, all these things right here. And I was like, how am I doing with my week goals? And I was like, not too good. Okay. Well, yeah, some of these I'm like, okay, so personally, I'm going to circle them to keep my eye on them. Like some of these things I did really well, and the other ones I was like, okay. So I just wanted to jump on here really quick. Remind you, we are in week 1 of 2022. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? And if you haven't stopped and planned and like assessed and tracked and everything, it's okay. All right. Get yourself together this weekend. Get it all together this weekend. And sit down, go get a planner, go get a notebook, get something that's going to help you, okay? And then say, okay, starting this week, I am going to put together a goals, I'm going to put together a plan, and I'm going to track it every single day. Now, if you really want to elevate your results, I am going to challenge you to reach out to someone to hold you accountable, okay? I reached out to somebody and me temblaron todas las piernas cuando le llamé. Okay, but I was like, I really need this. And I did it more for me. And I was like, just hold me accountable. I'm going to report to you every single week how I'm doing, okay? So if you really want to elevate your results, okay, reach out to somebody that can hold you accountable. And don't go to someone that's going to let you off the hook, okay? To me, now this is my personal belief, okay? I personally would never reach out to somebody that's going to be like, it's okay, mija, I know you had a tough week, okay? I know, Karina's sick right now, so I'm here at the club by myself. It's like, okay, I know you had it really tough. They would have been like, no, how did you figure it out? I could figure it out because I have a figure it out attitude, so I'm not going to reach out to someone who's going to be like, it's okay, mamacita, it's okay. Okay, that's just me. Some people need it. That's not me, okay? So I'm going to encourage you, if you really want to elevate your results 2022, get uncomfortable. Get uncomfortable, saying, all right. Listen, Crystal, okay? I know you're back in the working mode, so I'm going to encourage you. I know I think you just hopped on. Go back and watch this live, okay? So, number 1, get your goals together. Number 2, put together a plan. If you don't know how, reach out to somebody who has what you want. Don't reach out to your neighbor, okay? Reach out to somebody who has what you want. Number 3, keep it, Tama open, yo. What? Tama open, yo. What the heck does that mean? You have to remember I'm not young, girl. I don't know all these slangs. Find something to keep track of it, okay? Track it every day, reflect on it every day. Oh, it says I will. Okay. And then if you really want to elevate your results and you're a brave soul, okay, and you want 2022 to be different, find someone to hold you accountable, okay? They don't have, like for me, I'm gonna message Jerry every week and tell her what I did. I'll send the song. Okay. Yeah, see? You're young, okay? Help me out. Help this girl out, okay? So listen up, you guys. Happy first week of 2022. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Get yourself something that's going to support you. Reach out to people that are going to elevate you. And like my sign says, your vibe attracts your tribe. All right? So have a blessed week and happy first week of 2022.